name is Yabi Demissie, and I am here to talk about physical activity in children and how it can be used to prevent obesity. Today in everyone's life, we seem to have reality hit us in the head, and we start to think about all of the actions that we could have taken when we were younger, such as eating McDonald's when our moms would offer it to us every single time, choosing to go out inside and play video games when we could have went out and played basketball with our friends, and just all the little things that you start to realize now could have benefited you so much. What we have to focus on now is our future and what we can do for our children in the future as parents. So this message is geared towards parents and future parents to help prevent child obesity for our children today, so that they don't have to go through the same things that we went through if we are considered obese or having obesity. So according to the International Journal of Obesity, consists of 25%. So 25% of children today are considered obese. And that's a lot, especially as younger children, because we start to see all of the actions coming into life. So basically this message is geared towards children from the ages from about 7 to 14, because that's when we have the most influence on them. And it seems today that obesity is considered normal because we see more and more people having it, and that's one thing that we need to try and fix. So we've seen that increasing obesity, the prevalence, and it's not just in the United States, it's worldwide. So usually children are, it brings long-lasting issues, so we start to see that the actions that we take in the past, actions that children are doing now, a lot of parents aren't seeing that it's going to be hurting them later on, just like it did to us. And according to the Center for Disease and Control Prevention, obesity has more than doubled over the past 30 years, and it's more likely that it's going to bring cardiovascular disease. That's the most important one, and also diabetes, heart disease just like cardiovascular disease, and also osteoarthritis. I said diabetes already, so they're more likely to have that also. So right now what I'm going to talk about is the habits that we can do to change that. So now what we need to do is increase the amount of physical activity that they do and decrease the amount of time that you're giving them to play video games. So when they look at you for guidance, and it's mainly you as parents, teachers, their friends, and the people they're around most of their life are the ones that have the most effect on them, and they're going to influence them to do what they're doing. So it's actually been proven by CDC that outside resources have a huge effect on the children that are ages 7 to 14 more than anyone else. So what we have to do now is probably make recess mandatory for all children. So that basically means that you guys as parents are going to be getting more involved in the school and pushing the teachers to have the students go outside and do recess or play at recess, instead of choosing to color with crayons, color papers, make drawings with their friends and do puzzles inside, because there's really no physical activity you're doing for that. So although and then another idea is to have each student choose one sport in the beginning of the year to stick to throughout the year, to kind of make them grow into loving a sport, because some students don't know it because they don't know what it is. So after that, basically one of the main important goals that I found was building a positive reinforcement in the child. So basically having your child go outside and play for an hour, and then they come back in, they'll get a piece of gum. They come back in, they'll be able to play the Xbox for about 30 minutes. So basically building that giving them a positive reinforcement, so that if they do something that will benefit them, they'll get something out of it. So that kind of brings a habit for all the students and the children. So overall, basically what I wanted to make the point is today that the actions that we take when we are younger, it has such a huge effect on how we're going to do it later in life. So now, as you influence your child to exercise, you can do it more with them every night. So after work, instead of just going home and making dinner, after school, your children gets out of school, and after you get off of work, you guys can go outside and walk the dog. So bringing the child with you so that they can build that habit to exercise every day, so that they can build a healthier life. Overall, I hope this has taught you that the effects and the actions that you take now can benefit not only you but your child also. Thank you.